Welcome traders, my name is Adam Harris and welcome to Capital Markets Elite Group Weekly Analysis. And so there's a couple of charts I want to take your eyes through and present my case to you. There's a couple of very interesting looking charts to me. So one of the ones that I'm always interested in is charts that are predominantly very nice and bullish but have been undervalued by the markets. And so a great one here, for example, would be Walt Disney. This is a potential idea here, really just talking about how the fact that it's had a relatively strong correction post-COVID, or at least during COVID and then post-COVID, we've had a bit of a move to the downside. Now, this is where it starts to look interesting. Prices started to move from below the 10 and 20 moving averages over here. From below that, it started to break up above that on the monthly timeframes. If we go ahead and have a look at it from a weekly perspective, you can see that we had a particularly good week last week. So price is now in an uptrend. We've got a series of high lows, high highs. Not just that, but it actually broke above the 50-period moving average, the red 50-period moving average, pulled back down, bounced off that, and is currently a little bit overextended. The point of that is that this is now shifted from a more bearish tone to a fully bullish tone. We've also got a very nice, consistently higher trending MACD. So all the indications, technical signs here are that this looks nice and bullish, and there is a possibility, and this is where it becomes more speculation, that it has the ability to return to the all-time highs. So the beauty of a setup like this is that that potential for recovery, especially if it's lagging, there is a potential here for this to be, as Peter Lynch would put it, a 4-bagger or 5-bagger or 10-bagger, just meaning that the potential returns on these. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I have to stress that this is all speculation, but technically these are the kinds of setups that we tend to look for as traders. So it is a little bit overextended here, and what needs to happen next is that we need to see a little bit of a retracement, any kind of a pullback here, which would provide us then with a more sensible entry to the upside. So that's something I'm going to be having a look at. If we go and have a look at it from a daily perspective, it is very much overextended to the upside here. You can see it gapped up. I'm looking for any kind of a pullback here, especially where it might connect with the 10 and 20 moving averages. So you can see we've got the 50, the 20, and the 10 in a more bullish formation. I'm looking anywhere here where over the next couple of days, potentially over the next couple of weeks, we could see price just retrace to connect with the 10-period moving average, anywhere close to that, and then set up possibly with a nice little bullish setup here, a nice little bullish green candle. That for me would be the ideal type of entry. But one of the things I want to summarize here is that this is looking very nice and bullish. What I'm really focusing on now is the entry potential, and so I wanted to take you through that. So that's definitely higher up on my watch list for something that is potentially lagging and has that possibility that it's got some more room to catch up. And the other one that I would draw your attention to here, which I find quite interesting, is Cathie Wood's ARK. So this is the FinTech ETF. I really like the fact that it is now shifted into an uptrend. This is a monthly time frame. You can see the MACD is trending higher. Price is producing high lows, high highs. And in particular, what I like is the look here where we can see that we had a minor little bit of a bearish candle retracement, and we're already starting to push back up past these previous highs. So this in traditional patterns would be a bit of a breakout pattern that is forming. Let's go have a look at that on a lower time frame. Let's go down to that weekly time frame. So there's potential here. You can see beautiful, really, really very nice, crisp, orderly behavior. So I'm mentioning the orderly behavior on purpose. The more orderly and less erratic an ETF or a stock is, that is also a condition which implies stability. So we've got a very nice pullback. We have the 50, the 20, and the 10 in a bullish formation. Prices pull back. We can see price starting to head away now. And so overall, this is looking way more bullish than bearish. We can see the MACD is also producing higher lows and higher highs. So again, if we compare this to the distance, so similar to Disney, it's very far away from previous all-time highs. It doesn't necessarily mean it is going to reach it. What it does mean is that it has that potential, if it is a lagger, that it has that potential to attempt to catch up, and therefore there is and again, this is where we talk about that potential reward versus risk, that potential for it to move to the upside. So this is the second one on my watch list that I very much like the look of. I'm going to leave you with that. I'd like you to have a think about that. I'd love to hear your feedback on that if you have any comments. Thank you very much.